Hey you! Welcome to the Kirin Rise University. I am Ed Cruz. Jake's joining me today, and I didn't turn off my damn phone. Alright, anyway, by the way, thanks for watching the site so far on YouTube and so forth. If you like all the videos that we have and you want to be notified right away, subscribe to YouTube and all the other stuff and below, Instagram and all that other stuff. Anyway, today, what we are going to cover is, a lot of times we were talking about stance earlier, the first posting I did this week. But then I wanted to go exactly, the difficulty is finding exactly where you are. I mean, there's your basic Wing Chun stance, and then there's 50 feet of crap, and then somewhere below there is probably your stance. So the problem is determining exactly what level your stance is at, and people have a hard time gauging it. They stay in their stance and they don't know exactly where they are at that particular point. So right here, I'm going to give you the 4 breakdowns as far as knowing where you are with your stance. So, step number 1, let's make it this simple. Palm and fist, like this. Usually, in the very beginning, once you learn Ichikiri-ma and so forth, if a force comes in, this is usually what happens. Go ahead, Jake, push. You'll either, the first stage is, the force comes in, and you'll either lean back to deal with the force, or push forward to deal with force. And that's where 99% of the people are in the very beginning. So, you got to be able to control your own center of gravity and keep it exactly in place. So in the beginning, you're going to struggle. It could be a year, 2 years, and so forth. Someone's going to give you a force, and all of a sudden you're here, and then look, I'm holding it, but I'm kind of leaning back. Or the force is coming there, and I'm pushing against it, I'm kind of leaning forward. That's where stage 1 is, besides, the 50 feet of crap. But it's okay, everyone starts off at that stage. So right there, first stage is 1, leaning forward and backward. Now, if you can lean forward or backward, the second stage is if he gives me a particular force, then all of a sudden now I can hold a force and send it straight to the ground. That's a good thing. The problem with that though is if you send it straight to the ground, you're kind of pinned down. But think of that. In other words, when you can send it straight down, you have self-awareness of your stance. You can actually control your center of gravity. If you can't do that, like I said, stage 1, you're leaning forward and backward. So stage 2, if he pushes me, I can actually send it down to the ground, and that's good stage 2. If you can get to that, hey, you're still ahead of 99.9% of the people out there. Stage 3, let's assume you can keep it stage out. He pushes towards me. I can send it to the ground, and there's a limitation to how much I can do, and then I step back. Nothing wrong with that, but that's literally stage 3. That means you can feel your own center of gravity, but then you'll actually be moved back, right? So here's stage 3. I can feel my own center of gravity. It goes beyond my point, and then all of a sudden I step back. That's okay. If you're doing this, I feel the pressure, and then I lean back, and then I step back. That's not it. Okay, stage 3. I feel push me down straight to the ground, beyond my point, and then I maintain my center of gravity. That is stage 3. Okay, simple enough. So right now you're thinking to yourself, where exactly am I? Stage 4. Basically, by the time he pushes me, boom, he's already pushed. Push harder, he feels himself push. He push towards my center. Oh, doesn't matter. So basically, it is off. So in other words, stage 4, by the time push harder, boom. See how I'll exaggerate so you can see. He pushes, boom. You see how he's already bouncing back? Right? I exaggerate there so you can feel it. There. He's basically bouncing back. So in other words, stage 4, if the force comes in, I can send it down to the ground. By the time he pushes me in, boom. See, right there, can you see? Go slower again. He pushes me, goes to the ground. By the time it goes back, he's already going back with the force. That's where you want to get to at that particular stage. Force comes in, force comes out, automatically right on the stop. Okay? So there you have it. 4 stages of where you want to be with your stance. Where are you? 50 feet of crap. Basically leaning forward or backwards. 2, stepping down, sending it to the ground. 3, stepping down but stepping back. There's a limit to the force. Or basically the final stage, by the time he pushes you, automatically I can already feel him bounce off that point. Right, see? So much easier. Oh shoot, oh no! Alright, hope you enjoy it. Catch you next time.